My name is Lynn, and I must admit that when I first came to see Dr. Scott, I was very skeptical because I had gone to a chiropractor once before and it was a truly bizarre experience. So I was a little hesitant to try again, but the friend of mine that referred me to Dr. Scott, I trusted that person, and he had gone for years and his wife had gone, so I said, okay, it's for me. When I came in here, I couldn't walk. I couldn't put pressure on my right leg. It was very, very painful, extremely painful. I thought it was a meniscal tear and had gone to an orthopedic doctor who disagreed with me and told me that it was arthritis and withdrew fluid from my knee and gave me a cortisone shot and sent me on my way. And I never got better. So that's when I came to see Dr. Scott. And 5 weeks later, I can walk. I use no Bengay, which was my best friend for a while there. I use no Bengay. I have no thermal heat wrap little things on my knee any longer. I can walk up the stairs with an alternate step. Before, it would take me like 10 minutes to get up the steps because I had to take one step at a time, step on it, bring the other foot up. Now I can go straight up the steps. I can walk around the yard, do yard work. I've been weeding, I've been taking care of things in the house, and I can do all of this because of Dr. Scott. And I will tell you again, I was very skeptical, but I truly am a believer. He's really turned my life around, and I can turn my neck now. I could even turn from side to side, and I couldn't do that before, and that wasn't even a result of the knee injury. But it was something that had been building up, and I hadn't even realized it, that I couldn't turn my head when I was going to pull out of a parking space or something like that. So my life has greatly improved, and because of this, and also because of the trust that he and I have developed, and I know he listens to me, and I know he hears what I say to him because he refers back to it, and he will ask me, how is this going, how is that going? And I'm like, wow, that's very impressive. But the most impressive thing also is that I had gone to another orthopedic doctor who sent me for an MRI, and I went back to get the results of the MRI, and he came in and he had paperwork in his hands, and he asked me to walk, and he kind of looked at me with this shock on his face, and he said, "You don't need me, do you?" And I said, "No, I really don't." And he said, "I came in here prepared to talk about a joint replacement." He said, "But you can walk and you have no need for this." And I said, "That's very true." He said, "What have you been doing?" And I said, "Well, taking my Motrin." I said, "But I also have a wonderful chiropractor." And he asked who that was, and I told him that it was Dr. Scott. And he said, "Dr. Mark Scott?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "He's excellent." He said, "He's very, very good." So to have someone in the medical community who sometimes doesn't look at at chiropractic as they should, that was like, wow, that was this gold seal of approval for Dr. Scott, seeing what he did with me, knowing what he's done with my body, and then to hear it from an outsider. So we're now going to take the next step, and we're going to start looking at my thyroid and seeing what can be done with other body systems. And that's the beautiful part of Dr. Scott. He looks at the whole body. He doesn't just look at your knee hurts, your shoulder hurts, this is wrong, that's not working. He looks at your whole body as a total system and how they interact with each other and how they rely upon each other and how you can heal when you give the body the right things that it needs. So if you have not become a believer, come visit and see, and you will be.